So this last one we're going to work on, I called it the Scuba Steve. I don't know where I learned it or if I made it up or a combination of them both. I don't really get in this position very often. Most of the time I just try to lift guys up and slam them down. But when I was at Cornell and working with Yanni, this was a position that he was really proficient in. So he would get to a single leg and he'd get guys over top of him. And what we thought was if we just lock our hands and put our hands on our forehead, then we can kind of be like a scuba diver falling out of the boat. I don't know if you've ever seen that. So when a scuba diver falls out of the boat, they hold their mask and they just go and they fall straight back. It's essentially the same thing that we're doing here, but instead of falling straight back on our back, as we fall, we twist out and end up with a double leg. So same thing, low single. He starts to either lock or grab ankles. I'm just gonna lock my hands right here and put it on my forehead. Okay. Once I'm here, if you can get one leg up, that's good. If you don't feel like you can get any legs up, that's okay too. It's going to be a position where you're thinking about pulling your elbows together as I dive backwards. So I'm going to go backwards, pull together, and look to pop my head up. And then once I'm here, I wrestle into a double leg and score that finish. Yanni does a really good job with it. I just don't really get in the position, but it's really effective. Like if we're forced to wrestle situations in practice, like, all right, one guy over the top has ankles, just like in this position, all you do is you lock, you step up, and you make him feel like he's gonna smack his face off the mat, so he kind of lets go. And if he doesn't, he smacks his face off the mat, and your head just pops out, and you end up with a double leg. So I called that one the Scuba Steve, and it's a good one if you're in a tight pinch where you're stuck underneath and you feel like you can't pop off one side. You're not able to reach across because his legs are bent, but you can lock your hands and put them on your forehead. Even if his feet are up high, you can still lock your hands and fall back. You can choose a side. If I step up, I'm going to drive and pivot off of that knee. Or if I step here, I'm going to drive and pivot off of it. So call it the Scuba Steve. It's a pretty good